Hello, hello. Welcome to the live stream. Um, let's okay, why is it not showing my visual? Hmm, let's see here. I'm having some technical difficulty, so bear with me. What is going on? Hmm, let's see. Hmm, well, I've never had this happen before. Um, bear with me, guys, because don't know why. Um, it's something isn't working right. Hmm, this is strange. Don't know why it's doing this. Hmm. There we go. Okay. Sorry guys for the delay with that. I don't know what was going on at first, but it was being strange. I never had it do that to me where it did not scope me when I had could see the camera from my end. But anyway, um yeah, I'm happy I was able to resolve that. So thank you for confirming that you see me now. Because I was trying to check on my friend list going to the live stream to see if I could be seen. And now luckily it works. Um yeah, I'm just here in the middle of the afternoon as a switch up because I have some plans later in the day. Um, so I figured I would just pop on here earlier today. Normally have a schedule of videos around 6:30 Central Time, but I decided to switch it up a little. This week is very much not a typical week for me. Because I guess to start on the like life updates thing, the program that I originally was doing for a short period of time with AmeriCorps was terminated. I'm sure if you guys followed the news, you know is responsible for that. I'm not gonna talk about that because I'm not a person who's a political person by nature, and I don't really want to start a debate, but so I was in the process of finding a new job. I have found a new job. I will talk more about that in the future, not yet, just because I'm really soon starting there and not necessarily um, fully onboarded and everything. There will be a lot to still figure out. So if there were people who had questions, I wouldn't really be able to answer. But I also try to not talk too much about what I do as my jobs. I will say I probably will be showcasing some more things of what I'm doing around um, the city, just because um, now I basically will be doing things with farmers markets and with gardening as my full-time gig, and I have two will have two jobs. So that's really why I wanted to come here with a life update, because um, my content may look a lot different moving forward, just because I really won't have much time, especially this summer. So I probably will be doing more short form content. I've also had more effectiveness um, in terms of views for those as well. I'm sure that if you've been following me, you've probably seen that. Um, Thank you, appreciate it. Yeah, so um, that's a big thing why I wanted to come on here and explain that, because I know there may be a lot of I've done a lot of transition in the different types of stuff that I've done. Um, and I would really appreciate it if you guys bear with me through this process, because I do have a lot of exciting things to continue sharing with you. I actually kind of have already some content in mind for like the next week or so. So I've just kind of been working on getting the materials. Everybody knows, like you can see in my thumbnail, it's spring cleaning time, guys. So I saw other creators that I know and love and support that are doing spring cleaning videos, and I'm hopping on that train. So you will see something of that within the next week or so. Um, I also will be sharing more with different other kinds of videos. I found a platform recently where you can try different foods um, and do different activities for them and earn money doing it. Um, I'm not promoting this just because it's new, um, a newer thing, and I haven't had experience with it, but I'm going to give it a try, because you guys, your girl doesn't get monetized here. So I do some side hustle things, watching people's houses, um, and such, to just keep things going, be able to do some creative things for fun along the way, because it can get boring to do the same old things, and there's always so much going on in the city of Chicago um, that I live in, that it just feels like it feels wrong to not enjoy what might be going on in the city. Um, so I guess I hope that's helpful um, in sharing this, because I feel like it's important to um, bring awareness to when transition happens, and it's not always easy to be able to communicate that. Just like I apologize, guys, for not getting content out for a little bit. It's been all over the place in my life, so I haven't always been able to get things out in the way that I want them to, um, because a lot is up in the air and I'm still ironing things out. Um, so bear with me. Exciting things to come for this summer, especially um, for me, because I have some plans for growing, some plans for um, hopefully being able to show some of the aspects of the work that I do. while managing it. Um, yeah. So if there are any type of recommendations for content, I'm always welcome to that because, everybody doesn't always have a huge thing of ideas that are just coming, coming, coming. I'm at a time where I have a lot of creativity in my head right now, but I don't always have a lot of creativity going and going and going. So I appreciate any insights that you provide me about content, whether that's for the people who are replaying it, leaving things in the comments, or for people who are live watching to share things, because I'm always trying to figure out what content people enjoy, and there are also things that I like to make that were from the beginnings of my channel and every so often bring back, just because people who've been there through most of it love to see some of these type of videos happen again. A great example of that is, I know Flour, Eggs, and Yeast had mentioned to me at one point she started watching me because of the food tasting videos. I would like to do more of those again. And hopefully I will be able to do so with this different app that I'm trying, that's Kale, that you can try different snack products that may be things you already buy and make content with it, and they pay you for that. So I'm gonna give that a go, and maybe I can take some of that content also and share it over to YouTube, just because my time is very valuable. I always have a lot going on, whether it's something that I'm helping with in the community or something that is part of my job, or just generally going out and doing good in the world, because that's just where I come from, in terms of that's something that's natural to me. I enjoy doing, and uh, maybe optional in terms of for some people, but I like to go the extra mile and help these people out. Um, yeah, I mean, I figured there might be a small turnout for this, but I figured that if people can't make it, you can watch the replay. That's always available. Um, uh, what else? Um, yeah, I just figured it would be helpful to share updates with what is going on, and why I might not always be being consistent. At this point, if you've followed me for a long time, you can expect if I don't upload, it's not because I didn't want to, it's because something's going on. And I might not always be able to be like, hey, this is what's happening. I also think part of it is at some point having some privacy in things and not sharing everything, because while I love being a creator, I do want to leave some things to be more private and not something that everybody knows. um yeah. um ba 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 let's see. But I might try to make a community post now and just see if anyone might want to stop by. Leaving it open. But yeah, I wanted to make that general update that there's more content coming. And now I have some more time this week to get things started before things get a little busier. My summertime is especially busy, but once we get to the time of like October, it won't be as busy for me. And then I will be able to kind of take more time to relax and chill before, getting into the early part of the year and starting things all over again. As I may have shared previously, I am the Hyde Park Farmers Market manager, and that's something that I now will be continuing to do. Is my first year, so a lot of my first impressions and that kind of stuff. And yeah. What else? I know people had suggested that I do some of that type of content, so like I said, I probably will try to do some stuff with that job. I am running a one-man show. Well, I am there though, so that will mean that I have some stuff that I need to take care of, and then when I get a chance, I will do things with it. So if there is specific type of content you want to see related to it, let me know. Again, I'm always taking suggestions because sometimes I don't always end up having ideas exactly what I should do for some week, and it can leave me sometimes in a little rut, feeling a little stuck and not sure how to move forward. But we will see. Um, da 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 da. That's early updates. Thank you to whoever joined. I appreciate people stopping in and coming with me along with me about the updates because a lot of changes are happening for me, exciting changes, and I want to take you along with me and share with what's been going on and everything so that you understand how things are going to progress on this channel, yeah. Yes, I know. I have gotten requests on that also from people in who grow because a lot of my friends who are creators are within the growing space, and are really asking me to do that. So if there's anything specific, let me know because I'm trying to brainstorm about it. Um, because we do typically do go live and everything on social medias and stuff, and that will be something I will be doing there. Um, uh, there may be ways to potentially at some point do something with helping the vendors promote themselves. I may see if maybe I'll see if any of them might be interested in having a showcase on my channel. And then I can also help them in that way. But honestly, it's hard to know because sometimes there's a lot going on with the vendor setup, and there isn't always time for that kind of thing. But I definitely want to make some of that stuff known so people understand more of what the role of a farmer's market manager is. I think a lot of people assume these are full time jobs. They are not always full time jobs. There's something that is often done by a very small team. Um, and we do our best to curate the mix of what people are looking for in a farmer's market, which can vary depending on where you're located. Um, and especially when there's a more established market, you can get criticism um, because you don't have certain type of things and whatnot. But I always try to be open to feedback and hear what people have to say, because we do want to make a better experience for the community, and that's what the market is all about. So, um, yeah, excuse me. But I think I will probably wrap up pretty shortly, um, or pretty soon. And that way that if people want to rewatch this as like when they try to watch content from me today, I would appreciate that. So spread the word, because every watch helps me, every watch hour helps me. I'm a small creator. I'm far from monetization, but I have views. Um, I just don't have the watch hour amount. I have the subscribers right now, hoping to continue to grow because I've had some growth and some of it has been taken back. I do not know why. But I'm hopeful that I can continue to grow. My bad. Um, but I think I am going to wrap it up here. Thank you for watching and have a wonderful rest of your day. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Um, I think, um, because I don't have much else to share, and I just wanted to really give an update of what was going on. Um, so yeah, just will stay here a second before I wrap it up because I covered all about how things are going to change. Shorter form content has been successful for me. So, um, yeah, thank you for watching. Have a good one. Bye bye.